So we talk a lot about as the primary way you can coach in the kingdom of God is you got to abide, you got to stay connected, you got to seek the presence of God consistently. What does it look like in your guys' life to do that behind closed doors? What are your rhythms to stay connected to Jesus, Brandon?
So I wake up in the morning and I go sit and I spend time with him. I spend time in prayer. I spend time writing down just thoughts that he gives me from his word, or just through meditation time with him, thinking, just listening prayer, like Janae said. Get my kids dressed and ready to go to school, and then come in the office and do the same thing, but as I'm working, just an awareness of the Lord moving and trusting him, and just a desire to do that. And again, Jesus will make us fishers of men. Like, he will do it for us. All he asks us to do is follow him. And so it's just a constantly seeking his presence all day.
Janae?
I think for me, I know when I'm in that place or not, because when I am relying on God and pressing in and praying about every situation, I'm like calm and relaxed, and there's no anxiety in any game. But the moment I step away and feel like I can do it myself, and that I don't need to bother him with any of my softball stuff or whatever, that's when the anxiety and the stress and the tension starts to creep in. And so for me, it is taking that time to just not figure it out myself and just rely on him and press into him in everything that I do.
Love it. Rusty?
I think it's being intentional, like both of them said, but just you have to seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else will be added to it. And so getting up in the morning and being intentional with the word and prayer, and then going through the chaos of all of us getting our kids ready and rushing them to school and dropping them off and then rushing back to work. But through that rush and all that is just the abiding, the connection, and just constantly never feeling like there's a disconnect between the Spirit, and asking him, how do we do practice plans, asking him, how do we recruit, just everything.
Well, and I think Janae made a good point, talking about just the awareness of her own emotions. And so when you start to feel those negative emotions come up, the anxiety, the worry, the fear, sometimes anger or frustration, I think going to the Lord and confessing those things, Lord, I feel worried right now about this game or this girl or this guy or whatever, and allowing him to speak to that. I think he's given us our emotions as kind of warning signs.